If you struggle to sing in tune or you feel unsure about your pitch accuracy, you're not alone. Okay. There are plenty of people that have trouble with that. Okay. And there are a couple of ways that you can sort of navigate this journey as to trying to learn how to sing in tune, how to train your ears so that you know that you're singing in tune. You know, it's interesting, over my years of teaching, I have had some students that have really struggled with this. And what's different about them is that there are some students that if I play a pitch on the piano, they can match the pitch, but if I sing the pitch, they can't match the sung pitch. And some students are the opposite, that if I sing it to them, they can actually match a pitch, but if I play it on the piano, they can't. So everybody's issue with ear training is unique, and you need to figure out sort of what method works for you. So I'm going to walk you through a couple of ear training exercises that may help you sing more confidently in tune. So let's get started. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to learn how to match pitch, okay? Now, this seems obvious, right? Can't everyone match pitch? But not everyone can, because not everyone is hearing the same things that other people are hearing, okay? That sometimes what people hear are just the relative overtones of a pitch, not actually hearing the core center of the pitch. So it doesn't, they can't figure out what it is that they're trying to match. Okay. So what you want to do is, you know, find a pitch pipe, or if you have a piano, or there are even pitch pipe apps on your phone or keyboard apps on your phone, where just play a note and see if you can't match that pitch. Okay. So if you just hit it and just continue to hit it and then sing along with it, and see where it is that your voice is landing. Now, if your voice is not matching that pitch, then one of the issues is that maybe you can't hear yourself properly. So if you can't hear yourself properly, try plugging one ear. That cuts off the sensation of one side of your head, and it allows you to hear what it is that you're singing a little bit more accurately. And that may help you. Okay. Another thing that you can do is if that you find that you're not actually matching that pitch, then try to slide up and down around that pitch until you actually settle on the pitch that is being played. So if I'm playing this pitch and you actually start singing, then that's not accurate. Figure out, okay, is the pitch I'm playing lower or higher than what I'm singing? In this case, it's lower. So try sliding down until you find that pitch and can match it. Okay? This may be difficult for you to do on your own because you might not be able to actually hear whether you're on the pitch or not. So you might want to get some help with this, like either a vocal coach or have somebody that you know, have somebody that is a musician that can play those notes for you and indicate whether or not you're actually matching those pitches or not. Okay. So once you get that sense of matching the pitch properly, the next thing that you want to do is you want to learn how to sing intervals. Okay. So intervals are the space between two notes, okay? And so practicing the space between two notes helps your ear develop and recognize pitches relative to one another. Okay, so you can start with simple intervals like seconds or thirds or fifths. Okay, so if you do okay, you hear that that is a second, one note, the note right above it, and the note below it. Then try to skip a note. Then add them together. And try to then go even further and recognize what kind of interval it is. Is it a major second? Is it a minor third? Is it a major third? Is it a perfect fifth? Whatever it is. But the more that you sing these simple intervals, the more that you'll be able to recognize them in music and then be able to sing them in pitch when you have to. Okay? Another thing that you can do, an exercise you can do, is you can use a tuner to check accuracy. I have not checked this out yet, but I am sure there must be some apps on your phone that are tuning apps. Okay, so grab a tuner or a tuning app and sing different notes, checking if you're sharp, flat, or right on pitch. The tuner is going to tell you. Okay, and so if you're supposed to sing an E, but you end up singing, that's annoying, isn't it? Okay, I was singing that E slightly sharp. Okay, I'm purposely singing out of tune. Okay, then the tuner will say, hey, you're a little sharp. So then you can try to bend that pitch down to find the center of that pitch. So those tuning apps can really help you. Okay. Exercise number 4 is one of my favorites, and that is to learn solfeggio, or we also call it solfege. And if you don't know what that fancy word is, but you have seen the movie, The Sound of Music, then you certainly have experienced it because it is the do, re, mi of it all. All right, so that song that Maria von Trapp sings with the children, do a deer, a female deer, that is all based on solfege. Solfege is a fantastic tool for ear training because what it does is that it gets you to recognize the relationship between different intervals in the scale. Okay, so that if you sing a scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, then what's happening is you're recognizing the relationships between each one of those syllables. So do, re, anytime you sing do to re, it's always going to sound that far away from each other. Do, fa, do, la, so that you start to recognize intervals through the help of these solfege syllables. So if you're not familiar with solfege, learn it and become super, super familiar. Something else that can help and aid in solfege is that solfege is not just syllables, but there are also hand signals that can aid with solfege. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So that what that is doing is that is connecting what you're hearing, what you're singing with what you're actually physically doing. And that will help reinforce your ear in getting the relationship between those notes and those intervals. Okay. Finally, the last exercise that you could do is you can record yourself singing something and listen back. Recording yourself and listening back Can be a little nerve-wracking, okay? Sometimes we just don't want to hear ourselves, but it's incredibly helpful because what you're going to do is you're going to start to hear pitch issues, okay? You're going to start to hear if you're going sharp or flat. And those pitch issues while you're singing may have slipped by you and you had no idea that you were actually having pitch issues. But you hear it on the recording, you make note of it, and then you can make mental note the next time that you sing it to try to adjust so that those pitch issues work themselves out. Okay? So look, these ear training exercises can be really, really helpful for you, but it can also take time and consistent practice to overcome ear training issues. Okay, so have patience, keep working on it consistently, like every day for a few minutes a day, and you will start to see the progress that you want to have. Okay, so if you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to my channel because there's lots more where that came from. All right, have a great day.